viewers.
Wait, hold on, stop. Since where we at?
Okay.
I don't start. Huh? I don't start.
Oh,
no, I know, but where we at is what I'm asking.
You are back with
nipples. No, it's not there. All right. No. Scratch that. That never happened.
Staying in the video.
No.
Staying in the video.
I need some water. I need some water. Some can. I can feel it. It's actually going. What?
Yo, VAR on that one. What do you mean you can feel it? It's actually gone.
I don't even know how that's a
VAR on that.
I feel like people are just too insecure. I'm getting to the point now. Every conversation I'm having with people nowadays is just pause, man.
You're gonna get a back strain. Pause.
The flag.
You're going what?
You're reaching. I said pause.
The flag went up after. A back strain. Because you're reaching.
Pause. You're reaching, bro.
Nah, man. The flag went up on that one still.
Bro.
What? Man can check. It might be given onside.
No.
It might be. But there's a VAR pending.
You're right.
Guys, welcome back
in the edit.
post.
In the edit.
The VAR pending.
And then go back to it.
VAR pending.
Raya Rennie.
Go back to it real quick just to make
got to
sure.
draw the lines on that one.
You're Raya Rennie.
I didn't hear it.
West Ham United.
West Hammers.
Forever blowing bubbles.
They ain't blowing shit. What you talking about?
Blowing all that money they spent in the window.
What's going on? What's going on? The London Stadium.
You know what's interesting to me?
Start that side because I called this. Start that.
Start that with what?
He did.
Wait.
I give it to you.
I want to be clear. You said you called this, right?
He did.
I've called a lot of things and we never start on your side. St. Max. There's two center backs right now.
Wait.
I respect it.
We're talking about West Ham though.
I respect it.
Called a lot of things and we never started over there.
On the Everton episode, you can have your time.
Bro.
Just making sure.
You better have Everton on 10th by that time because I'll be cooking. I'll be drinking again.
You're looking at the fact that Everton likes old manager David Moyes is what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
You want to do links? Linquinos.
Linquinos. We said bleep test.
I do things if they're Cuban.
Has Mitrovic been scoring as well? Just quickly.
He's been injured, but I hear it.
No, he played against Arsenal.
Yeah, he's been injured. That was one of his first games back. He's been injured.
Who'd you say?
Mitrovic.
Oh, Mitro. Oh, you know, I don't know why in my head I thought you said has Triple H been scoring. I was like, who?
Mitro booming, bro.
It's mad. I don't know
Metro
what he's
missing.
Mitro
What you talking
booming,
about?
bro.
Anyway, back to West Ham.
You done judged him still.
I did nothing.
He was free scoring and all of a sudden
I called
injury.
Kels' friend and he's holding me in good stead right now.
Mitro booming, bro.
That's what it is. I called Kels' witch doctor. And now I'm good.
So you put hyenas in the yard?
A witch doctor, bro.
No, what actually the guy told me the best thing to do is to bury like a chicken bone in his backyard.
Sure, man. Anyway.
And the goals will dry up.
I hear it.
Like the goals have dried up at West Ham.
Yes.
What's going on?
I think it's quite comical that you buy Danny Ings and you spend all that money in Skamaka. I think it's quite comical. I think it's quite comical that you have a player like Antonio who's done doggies this whole time, and you've just continuously shipped him to the bench.
Blame the fans.
Like I think it's quite comical that Jared Bowen ain't done shit, and yet and still he's in the team.
He was linked with a big move as well.
I find it comical also that David Moyes had an issue with Said Barahino or whatever.
Ben Rama,
that's it. Sorry.
Man said Barahino.
Yo. Sorry, my head's so
Throwback.
I think they had like some sort of like not a bust up, but like it was just I guess he wasn't doing what he was asking him to do or whatever, and he wasn't getting game time.
Too much time on the road.
Possibly. And I think I think David Moyes has been trash good since after United.
Trash good, you know. Wow.
You're going that far?
Yeah.
So anyway, you know what? It's not yet.
No, go on.
No, it's not
Just
yet.
ignoring last season, I hear it.
But yes, I am going to ignore last season.
He got to a
I said
Europa League
trash
final.
good. Meaning, hear me out. Trash good, meaning that ultimately you're trash, but sometimes you do some good shit. Trash good. Trash good. Ultimately, you are trash, but you do some good shit from time to time.
Where did he go? Is it Sociedad?
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that. He has nightmares now, I'm sure.
Oh, Moyes.
Watching him speak French was
Him and Gary
Spanish.
Neville have some
Watching him
things in
speak
common.
Spanish was mad painful.
But
Him and Gary Neville have some things in
so
common.
are we ignoring how much of a servant he was to Everton and how he had them consistently.
I said after United. I didn't say nothing about. Come on, man.
All right, so after United.
Yeah, at Everton, that was his bag.
Okay.
And the league was different at that time. And things.
You can't ignore the good work he done last year.
I said trash good.
Yeah, but you can't say it was trash for the whole season.
You weren't.
No, but his trashness is coming to the table.
Season
now.
and a half, really.
Do you know what? I think
It's gonna happen to Eddie Howe too. Don't worry.
what happened to them is evident. I think their success was you had if you look at their formation and their players, you got Rice and Souček.
Rice is taking a dive this season. Oh yeah, can the Souček lovers come outside?
No,
think
but
Souček's
wait,
Can the Souček lovers come outside?
No, but can I say something? How can you
Come
How can your
outside.
success be Souček and Rice all season? They done their thing.
Souček was back
You then want to
dunking
replace
from
Souček
corners,
with
bro.
Paqueta.
Say one time.
You then want to replace Souček in the starting 11.
Yeah.
with Paqueta.
Problems.
Nothing like.
Nothing alike.
Then you replace.
What does that tell you about his
replace-
tactical ineptness, though?
That's what I'm getting to.
Trash.
You
Good.
You replace. But I don't think it's even a tactical.
I think he just
ineptness.
tried to be sexy, and
What
and that's
about
not
what
what
about
he's there for.
Antonio for Skamaka? Nothing alike.
All right, but can I?
Yeah.
Can you
It
blame
gives.
the
It
manager?
doesn't give the team what the team had
No, but can you
previously.
blame a manager for trying to elevate because he
No,
thought
no.
you know
Yeah,
what,
elevate in
all
the wrong places. Change formation.
Antonio's what 31.
Change formation.
Yeah.
He's saying we play a limited version of football when
Change
we're playing with
formation.
Souček. Let me get a better footballer in Paqueta.
But if you bring Paqueta in and you have Souček on votes, surely you change formation to accompany that sexiness, as Courtney said, along with that steal that you had previous.
He did try
just
to do
needs to
that
stop
because
being
there
sexy.
was a time where he played Paqueta at the camp.
You're not here for that.
I still played two centre mids.
No, I know, but it wasn't Souček and Rice though.
It was
he wasn't playing Souček.
yeah. Souček wasn't playing for a period of time. It was
You get what I'm saying? So my thing is you either change the formation
was
and
he playing?
elevate, or you upgrade on what you have. And basically, he had a formula. You didn't need to change it.
Yeah.
Just upgrade on what you
yeah
have.
because realistically speaking, he could have gone for Palhinha.
For argument's sake, what were they playing? They were playing a 4-2-3-1.
Palhinha with Rice instead of
No, real
Souček,
talk.
and
As in
could
last
have been a
season.
different game.
Last season, so argument's sake, they're playing a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
Last season, right?
They're still
4-3-3,
playing
yo.
They're still
And
playing
you've got two
so,
centre mids.
so,
Not just
so,
Rice.
so if Souček and Rice are playing in the deeper roles,
Four now
right?
playing as well, innit? Or
For Nows is played, which let's not talk about that. But if you
It's been
because-
okay though. Okay.
Yeah, but you're 17th in the league. He ain't been that great. I think they got 6 wins, 6 draws, and 14 losses.
Jesus. And it's
Like, come
it's
on.
like 2 wins in their last 10, innit?
Yeah, like come on. Like at some point, what were you doing last season that's not working this season?
I think.
Nothing.
Exactly.
I think some players, a lot of players, no, but a lot of them players
Trash.
haven't matched.
Good.
A lot of them players haven't matched their heights from last season, and I think as well, he's been unlucky in some regards. So, for example, players like Agard, for example, the centre back that he brought in that was meant to effectively be the upgrade,
Yeah.
bust up his kneecap in the first week of the season, and was out for a period of time.
That's bad luck. I'll give you that.
I think obviously Craig Dawson fell off a cliff.
He didn't.
He was never on. He was never on the
didn't
cliff.
He was
fall
fifth
off.
choice
No,
and
he
was
was-
playing.
He didn't fall
No,
off.
but he was really good last
No,
season.
but
He was moving crazy last season.
But we
Can I
need to
say
stop
something?
doing this thing where
He wasn't good.
You know what it is?
No.
Last
We need to stop
season-
doing this thing where a player comes into a club and he has a good period.
Yeah, that's what he had a good period.
And then it completely tails off, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, but he was never levels."
But that's what Cause is
I'm
saying.
not saying that.
Cause
Oh,
is
okay.
that's what he's saying.
No,
I'm
my
saying-
bad,
in
my bad.
comparison to last season, he hasn't kicked on. He's
Yeah,
gotten worse.
No, but that's what I'm saying. He's never. You said fall off the cliff, and I said he's never on the cliff.
Do you know why it's not
Moyes
fair?
thought-
They bought him as they basically.
They bought
He was
him
meant to be
as
fifth choice.
as cover.
Cover.
Yeah, he was meant to be fifth choice.
He,
Yeah,
he came in the team and he fucked up. Stayed
Yeah.
in the team.
yeah.
Obviously, they bought a They
didn't move him on now.
They
That's what
basically
I'm
tried to
saying.
get sexy and
Yeah.
dropped him. He
But-
didn't play his way out of the team.
Yeah.
So realistically, again, it's the same thing like with Paqueta, same thing with Skamaka.
Kara
He tried
as
to
well.
get
Let me ask
sexy
you
and it
this
backfired.
They
Let me
brought,
ask you
they
this
brought Kara in. I mean, I've never seen a more unmoist defender, but he's
But
there.
you don't buy Kera. You watch him, watch his tapes,
Yeah,
watch
you
what he's
don't-
good
you
at,
don't- you
watch
don't
his
buy
bad
him.
at, and playing right back. You don't do it.
And then playing
Play him anywhere.
You don't play him
You don't
anywhere.
do it.
You don't play him anywhere.
You know what I'm trying to say? So they tried to get sexy and they fucked up.
Yeah, like
And that's why I think if you look at Moyes has like a history of this, like a small history, but a history nonetheless. What he was doing at Everton, for instance, was never going to work at United, but he tried that. It didn't work, right? Went to Sociedad, obviously language barrier, a lot of other things probably factored into him not doing well there. You come back, you go to West Ham. It works for a period of time, but then after a while, when you try to elevate, he can't elevate. And then you bring in certain players and they don't elevate the side Because whether it's tactically, training, whatever it could be, he can't personally elevate. His tactics don't elevate.
Do you think it was too much changes too soon?
No, because you know what the problem with saying that is like in the Premier League or just generally in football, every summer you know you're going to see at least 2 to 3 new players in most teams, right? So I can't say it's too many changes too soon. I think he's just so inept. I think he's just so enamored by the shiny toy.
I don't think he could win.
Yeah.
Personally. I don't think he can win because I feel like if he stays playing that foot and for a club like West Ham, West Ham,
want
I feel
elevation
like
now.
they believe they belong in Europe, whether that's
They believe they should be
Europa
where
League,
Spurs
Conference League or whatever. Yeah, they believe that they should be scratching. And to be fair, given the
They have a
stadium,
point.
given the stadium they have and the investment they have, I can understand that need and that entitlement to want to be up there.
So-
the problem is with West Ham is that the type of signings that they want and the type of football that they want to play, you're not gonna. I don't feel like you're gonna get it from Moyes.
Lucas Paqueta is another Carlos Tevez situation.
So with that being said, with that being said,
Hear me out.
We're gonna get to that. We'll go on.
Are you being unfair on Moyes then? Because it sounds like, or I think it is, these aren't his signings. These are West Ham signings. Similar to what we're saying about Parr, they're not his signings.
I think they're Moyes signings, but what? No, wait. Let me learn. I think when I think they're Moyes signings, yeah, I think they've presented him with options, and they're saying, look, you can't keep buying as the price man. We're West Ham. We want some proper guys.
Yeah.
So out of these man, pick options. You get it. So they've put it's like a multiple choice question. I've given you 4 man, and you've got to choose out of them.
That's a mad concept, though.
Do you get it? But
Firstly,
I can
I just
understand
say,
why
based
that
on
would
what
be
you
that.
just said,
That's a mad concept.
Based on what you just said,
Think
that
about
isn't
it, though.
a Moyes player. That's you're giving an option. That's like me saying, do you want
It's not a Moyes player, but he's made the choice out of them options. No, but that's what I'm saying. But he's made the choice out of those options.
But wait. No, what Courtney's saying
He's
is right.
made a choice out of those
You got to
options.
think, right? He's not exonerated. He's a part of the planning.
Bro, listen to me.
No. Hear me out.
Where Chelsea have bought this guy.
Yeah,
and said, use him.
like you got to think. He's
They
been,
probably
how long
given
has
him
he
a
been with them? Like
shortlist, and
3
he's
years,
had to
right?
pick
3,
on
4
the
years, right? Maybe longer. He's definitely, the owners haven't changed. The structure of the club hasn't changed. The people who run the club, right? He's definitely a part of the planning for the summer. Every season that he has been there. So based on that information alone, there's no way that they're not Moyes options. I'm not gonna say choices, I'm saying options. Meaning that if you have like a director of football and he comes with a list of players, Moyes is definitely saying yes and no to the list on who's on that list.
Right.
No manager in the Premier League is gonna turn down Lucas Paqueta. So therefore, you're making the active choice in your mind that I want that guy.
No, because think about it. It comes out that Lucas Paqueta was gonna go West Ham, and Moyes said no. They would vilify him.
Can I say something?
And he has a banging season.
100%.
They're killing him.
If Lucas Paqueta goes to Newcastle,
Can I say something?
He probably pops though.
no, but understand that though. Because if he goes to Newcastle and it comes out in the papers that David Moyes said, I don't want him, bro,
they're killing
he might as well not mention the club anymore.
Man at the back of the class.
Can I say something? Because I specifically remember how West Ham bought Paqueta and Scamacca. Paqueta, firstly, they was not involved in that transfer. He was up for sale.
Yeah, he had to go somewhere.
He ended up at West Ham. So even if West Ham presented it to him, it wasn't like Paqueta or X.
Okay.
I think it was, we've just spoken to my man's agent. He was
And he
meant
said
to
he's
go
willing to
over
move.
here. He's available. Top level player. Had a tough time at AC, but he's on job now. Do you think he can fit in your team? Would you take him? Moyes said yes. Similar to Scamacca. If I
Scamacca
remember
was
correctly,
linked to Arsenal.
All right.
He was meant to
But
be
you can
going
also
to
say
big-
and
no.
also someone you can say no, but
Yeah.
if it's Paqueta, like what you're saying, if it's Paqueta or nobody, he's probably gonna say yes. I personally think he should have said no. To go from
Yeah, because there's a stick
to
to
go
beat him
from
with either way though.
Paqueta to Souček, it's a madness unless someone like Paqueta is part of your plans from the beginning. That type of player, not necessarily Paqueta. So if he was looking at
But ain't Paqueta
Brahim
playing in the
Diaz, for
10?
example,
Yeah.
and he don't get him, but Paqueta becomes available, it's the same sort of mode.
Yeah,
So
I get it.
what I'm trying to
It's
do
the
for
attribute-
the
the attribute
season,
for it's the same.
It doesn't
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
To then say, all right, cool, I'll take him. Souček, you're on the bench.
Yeah.
Brother, you're changing your whole team.
You change your whole idea, but this is where it does become your choice.
No,
You understand what I'm trying to say,
you're
though?
right, but then, in my opinion, where you're saying if he said no and he would have got vilified, I think he should have said no.
I get what you're saying because it's like you're backed into a corner, so you have to make a decision.
Yeah.
Whereas he didn't want to make a decision. Do you
Is he
understand?
backed in the
There's a
corner?
difference.
Is he backed in the corner?
Not to
Because
say that's a bad corner to be backed into.
But this is why I
No,
gave
no,
the
no,
example of where
yeah.
West Ham want to be.
Yeah.
In terms of you can't be buying Flynn Downs ain't getting fans off.
He
seats.
bought Flynn Downs,
He
yeah.
bought Flynn Downs.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
one heard Flynn Downs and went, fuck, we're getting Flynn Downs.
Yeah.
They're like, who the fuck's Flynn Downs?
But
He sounds like
we
my
all know.
cousin.
But we all
Do you know what I
know.
mean? It doesn't inspire anybody. But
all-
to Moyes, he's thinking he's a good lad. Brilliant.
That could have been a good signing.
signing.
No, but I mean, we all know that.
I think so.
And
We
he's a
all-
West Ham fan.
We all know we have to, that as a business, they have to sell shirts and things of that nature, right? So Lucas Paqueta comes with the
He's a
reputation,
continental signing, yeah.
right? So effectively, in that situation, I don't think it's a corner he's being backed into. I think it's an option he's been given, and yeah, maybe it was Paqueta or nothing, but that's a weird. Even hearing that sounds weird to me. Like, it's Paqueta or you're getting nothing else, because Paqueta cost him up 40
million.
There's a lot of players on the market for 40-something million pounds. So that's what I'm thinking,
could've
like,
been even
Paqueta or
51,
nothing
to be honest with you, fam.
is...
But that's where I go back to, are we being hard on Moyes? That, to me, it sounds like poor planning from West Ham. For you
Yeah,
to,
I
for
get
you
to
to
that.
have 40 million and it be Paqueta or nothing, obviously we're
it's crazy.
hypothesizing.
Yeah. It's
But
crazy.
for you to have 40 million and it
That's
be
crazy.
Paqueta or nothing,
Yeah,
that's a
it's
West Ham
crazy.
problem to me.
'Cause I don't feel like
I
Newcastle's
feel
been like
like
that.
it was the situation was a lot closer to what we're saying now. Then it was like, yeah, I'm choosing Paqueta. They didn't. They weren't in the race to Paqueta at the beginning. Paqueta was in a similar situation to what Awar was in and Nabil Fekir. You got dope players in League One who
That don't want to stay there.
don't want to stay
They need
there.
to go
the
somewhere.
clubs need the money and they need to go somewhere.
And they're not in a bidding war.
Fakir's now at Betis. Awar's been linked
Still
to
dead
every
there.
single club in the Premier League.
No, I
Still
think
there
it wa- I
somehow.
think it
No, I was at Lyon. He's just changed his nationality to Algeria.
Yeah, he was
I think
beefing
he's
them.
supposed to go Galatasaray
everything.
or something like
Yeah,
that.
he got linked to Galatasaray.
Yeah, yeah.
He got
You
linked
get what I'm trying to say? So Paqueta has just been in that. Like, there's one.
It's not like the Bruno G situation where man have had to go to him and they've said he's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
it's like,
it's
okay,
not
no. Like,
money's
this
there,
person's
yeah,
been
yeah.
in
He
for him,
was
that person's
available.
been in for him.
And Leon every year need the money.
Yeah.
You got,
And we know Olas is on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know that. Musa Dembele as well. So he was just. I honestly think
Is he
it
still
was,
there?
Yeah, somehow.
I saw you went Atletico.
Alone and came
Loan
back.
in it. Yeah,
Good
it's last
Lord.
year, this year I think.
Good Lord.
But I think personally, it's poor planning on West Ham. West Ham dropped Paqueta and Moyes' lap, and he said, "Yeah, fuck it, I'll have a go."
Yeah.
Same for Skamaka. Fuck it,
Pause.
I'll have a go. Pause. Yeah, Moisey.
I got you, bro.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Moisey. So. I was gonna say something bad anyway.
I think.
So is Moyes to blame then?
Yeah, of course. What I do? What I do? I didn't know he did.
Wait for the VAR call, you
Oh,
idiot.
I didn't know who.
He's like,
I looked at the camera like thinking like somewhere else. The camera. I was like, well, sorry, man. No, it was a good joke. I just wasn't there. I was sleeping. My bad.
so are we blaming West Ham's board then?
I think it's just West Ham.
I'm blaming the whole setup.
On the 6 wins?
I'm blaming the whole setup.
No, I'm just
Shit.
I'm blaming the whole setup.
on the 6 wins.
I'm blaming the whole setup.
They need to
A
put
manager's
Karen Brady in the
success-
boardroom like on The Apprentice. and
Yeah,
just
I
say
think
to her,
I-
yo, what go on, be your PM.
I think a manager's success is very much predicated on what the board and the owners do.
Okay.
And what the director of football will do and those conversations. I think what's happening on the pitch is down to Moyes.
How would you fix it though?
Well, he has to go. I mean, I don't know why y'all shocked by that. Like, everybody shocked by that, right?
I said he
you
has
shocked?
to go.
Are you shocked?
So what? You're telling me
Shocked?
you don't? You're telling me there's not couple
right now.
players that can remedy that.
No. I think they're too late in the season now to do anything crazy.
This is prime Antonio time. Don't worry. When you get
What?
to 10 games,
I need to get on to you.
he's gonna put on a Superman
By
shirt.
all
I need
means,
to get on to you.
please do.
All right, what we're saying is, yeah. All right, he's had a bad season. So what you're basically saying is he's got nothing in the bank, even though he's gone
Got no thanks.
Europa League twice.
Are you about to speak about equity?
He's
No,
in
there's no
Conference
equity.
League. He's pamming Conference League at the moment.
No, but listen.
Are you about to mention equity?
No.
Are you about to?
Oh yeah, they're unbeaten, innit?
Forget about all of that.
To be fair, they're playing AFC Kebab and them, man.
Yeah, come on, bro.
It's a bit
Come on,
crazy.
bro.
It's a bit
So
crazy.
you're saying he's
bro.
got no equity, basically.
Okay.
But-
I mean, by what Courtney just said,
but
you
wait.
answered your own question.
No.
Yeah, I
But when
kinda
it came
shot
to
that
Brendan
out.
Rodgers and Leicester, he didn't need time.
No, different conversation. Different conversation.
No, don't
And I'll
quote
tell
me.
you why.
Don't
I'll
quote
tell you
me
for
for-
why. I'll tell you for why. So David Moyes spent a lot of money this summer. Do you say, oh? He said, oh.
Sharp noise, dude.
So the difference between Rodgers and David Moyes is that every season, managers will invariably get enough money to try and improve their squads.
Yeah.
Rodgers had the same squad for like 2 years. He hasn't been able to improve that squad. And they didn't have the money, and they told him from the jump they didn't have any money. So the situation at Leicester that he's actually turned around and picked up is very different to you spending 40 million on or 50 million or whatever on players and not getting results.
How much
It was more than that, 30 mil.
Shit.
You got a deep, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
70 million Skamaka and Paqueta.
Paqueta, Skamaka, Flynn Downs came in.
Flynn Downs was 12.
Kera.
Ings
They
is
bought
not coming.
Ariola.
And
This is what I'm saying.
we're
Do you know
missing-
It's like
we're missing
170 mil.
Even that
Over
Kera
summer in the window, it's like 170 million. Isn't it?
missing- Emerson Palmieri came in.
Yeah.
Even that Kera
So now let me ask you this.
Maxwell Cornet.
Yeah. So now let me ask you this.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this. If those same players go to Leicester, this is a conversation because
He was cold at the beginning of the season, though. Like.
Or Burnley.
I think I think he got
No,
injured.
he's injury prone.
Yeah, he's injury prone.
been injured.
But this is an argument that I'm saying. When you
I
bring
forgot
up Brendan
about
Rodgers,
Cornet.
Brendan Rodgers was handicapped. He was handicapped. This guy was not handicapped.
What do you say about Kera? Because
I'm saying,
any opportunity to cook him.
This is the third player I'm going to say.
He
that
thought he was
Moyes-
getting
Moyes didn't
Kimpembe.
sign.
Don't lie.
I'm saying, yeah, from all four of us, from what we know about David Moyes,
8
there's
players.
no way he
looked
watches
at Kera.
tapes of Kera and signs him. There's no
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
He's not a Moyes player. He's the furthest thing from a Moyes player.
You don't go from signing.
So he's
too
saying
far.
Michael Keane.
It's true. You don't
So
go from.
far.
So he's saying if it was Michael Keane, different conversation.
No. Fun
Yeah.
and joke aside.
Yeah, no, I hear what
He
you're saying.
don't
I hear what
sign. Kera is not a
He's
centre back or
anti-Moyes.
right back that
Anti-Moyes.
Moyes
Is
would
looking
say,
at.
yeah, that's a bit.
You don't go from.
he's not robust.
finding
He can't
Vladimir
defend.
Like,
No, of course.
He's not airy type of player.
Like he's proper like. You can tell he was just like
He's a
in
vibes
school,
man.
he was probably good at everything.
He's a vibes man.
He's come to this. He's a vibes man at this elite level. He's not it.
It's not even like Masuaku where it's like, you know what, he's techie.
Real talk, even like when you watch Kera at PSG,
Nah, we
He looks shit there. He looks shit there.
he looks shit there.
And that league's piss.
You get what I'm trying to say?
But okay, so that's one out of what, 7
What?
that he's brought in.
Summer signings, yeah.
Summer
Seven
signings.
Honestly, I would say Cornet.
He's then bought in.
You don't think he brought in Cornet?
No, I do.
Oh,
As in
okay.
Cornet. I think we saw enough of him at
Yeah,
Burnley.
yeah.
Yeah, Cornet, Flynn Downs.
I like Flynn Downs, even
So do
though
I.
he's
And
not.
he's a West Ham fan, so I think
Yeah,
that
I like Flynn
just
Downs.
goes hand in hand. Who else
Skamaka's
did they
definitely
sign?
him.
I don't think Skamaka's
I think Skamaka's him.
I don't think Skamaka's him.
I don't
either.
think Skamaka's him.
I think they said we need a striker. We want to go for a big name to push the boat out because
Yeah.
we've just done a mad
Arsenal's
thing.
not gonna spend
'Cause remember,
30.
their thing was we can't keep surviving off players like Antonio.
Antonio,
we
yeah.
want to play a bit more. Cause
But if they were,
I mean,
but
Antonio
but
is
if
not
they
a
were
sexy
only,
footballer.
But
innit?
if they were only trying to survive off Antonio, they're probably not 17th right now. Just on his industry
But
alone.
he's not. Let's be real.
also getting older.
He's not a sexy footballer. He's scrappy.
No, he's not. But
He
you know
bundles
what?
stuff in.
Not to bring them up and take the piss. But the truth is, I said the same thing to a Tottenham supporter we know. You can't go to a final or something like that, and then the next season tear up the fucking book and think we're going to do something different.
I agree to a degree.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. Poch goes to a Champions League final. You're not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be there.
Can I give you
You
the,
don't
Yeah,
win.
but-
You hold on. You don't win. The season doesn't start well. Remember, they didn't buy players that summer. They didn't really buy players that summer. So at this point, you're sticking him with the same squad because you're believing that he can get the best out of those particular players for that season.
Yeah,
Maybe it's one
the
season.
logic is they got to the final. They go one better this year.
Exactly. That's not gonna work because that's not what you are.
But at the same
but
breath,
you can't
run to Fiorentina with Mikel Antonio up front. I think.
No,
You got
I
chances.
hear that, but
Or wherever it is you're going.
But
True.
I hear that, but if you're David Moyes, all right. There's a thing about in life about knowing someone's limitations, right? Knowing the limitations
agree
of a
Yeah.
coach,
Know what you
of
are.
a manager, know who you are, know what you are, know
Of
what
a-
you
of
can
a
do.
club.
There's nothing wrong with having limitations.
He worked with techie ballers.
Hold on, no.
Who?
Moyes.
What, Pino?
Pino and Arteta and them, man. He worked with techie ballers.
Arteta.
Stop. Let me get this one, please. I beg. You said you worked. Say it one more time.
You know what? You know,
Sylvan
I
Distin
reckon
and-
halfway through, Kel's caught himself. It was like he worked with techie.
When he said Pino,
he couldn't say
hit him.
no. Even before that, he couldn't say ballers. He said he worked with techie, but
Arteta went Arsenal.
Exactly. Arteta was a panic buy that worked out. He was a panic buy that worked out.
I'm glad I didn't have to say anything in that. I'm
yeah,
glad.
he knows.
He's okay.
To be fair,
He's figuring it out.
do you know what?
trying
Arteta-
to
The only reason that Everton Moyes hasn't really got, if we're being completely honest, is that Arteta came up in a class where every Spanish centre mid was on votes.
Yeah.
And he was, do you remember, there was a point where they wanted to play for England because he was like, yeah, I might as well do it.
They were all
you weren't getting ahead of them, man.
Like, once you saw what Xavi and Iniesta was doing, all these other guys were coming through.
all right.
They were like,
Xavi Alonso.
What is it about?
It's like a Moyes situation.
When Fabregas broke into the league, everyone was like, we need someone like that.
Did Moyes not bring Everton into the Champions League that time? A couple times. So he's got
Did he
pedigree.
win Champions League with Everton?
Yeah, he did.
They never
Qualifiers.
get past the qualifiers.
Levels.
I was going to say.
No, but if that was now, he would get straight into
If that was
Champions League
now,
proper.
no
I
way.
mean,
He would.
top four will get straight into
So we're technicalities.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're doing
You're
technicalities.
living his tactical ability on technicalities.
No. I'm saying he's
He
great in the
right
bank.
though. He right though.
No, but you have to allow Moisey though. No, you have to allow Moisey. Moisey did
You
a couple
gotta allow
solids. No, Moisey did a couple.
United,
he took bare your dead weight, man. Allow my guy.
No.
Darren Gibson.
No. Let me. I don't even want to talk about United, but just in that
think we
argument,
should.
I hear what you're saying. The problem is that you go into a situation where that team is just loads of serial winners, and then the first thing you do is sack all the guys who help make them serial winners
fine.
and bring your own people. Hold on, you cannot manage a team. You can't drive a Ferrari like a fucking
If I'm moving
Ford.
to your yard,
Thank you.
I'm dashing out your bed.
I'm dashing out your stuff.
I'm not sitting
I'm
on your
letting you know
bed.
that from now.
Listen,
How can you say that? Wait.
If I buy your yard, I'm throwing out your furniture.
I'm going to make a point. I'm going to make a point, but you're moving mad. But
You're moving
what you're
mad.
actually saying is...
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you
Talk to
something.
your
You're pissing me off.
Talk to your couch buddy.
What are you talking about? So what?
Can I say something?
So what? I shouldn't bring my own coaching staff in that.
you move
I
into-
got a job,
You know,
but I was
you know
in these
the
conditions. Yeah, go on.
You know some yards are furnished, right?
Can I say something? If you move into my yard, and you got a big cinema room,
Yeah.
big TV, you changing that? You're gonna put a little 65 inch on it?
No, I'm leaving.
All right.
But
You gonna
I might reward
You gonna
paper.
rip the seats out?
Yeah.
You gonna rip the seats out?
I might put seat covers on.
Okay, cool.
I might decorate it myself.
So let me ask you this question.
You make
So
it
if all he's done is put seat covers on, what did he say?
He
Checkmate.
got me. He got me. Bitch.
What did he say?
So what you're saying is you make it better.
Literally.
No, but
Literally.
But the other thing to that is that you're effectively saying is that because he's bought in Skamaka, a Gerd, Paqueta, these are like people were after
They're good
Skamaka.
players.
People were
Yeah, they're good players.
Lording Paqueta,
They're good players.
that you're blaming him for trying to elevate.
No.
Nah, but I can't lie. Sometimes you have to
I'm
tell that
blaming
man-
him for trying to go above the station.
No. To a degree, I'm saying that because sometimes you have to understand where you belong in life, innit? It's like Everton, you're not here to be part of the top four. You're here to be mid-table. And to a degree, West Ham's are gonna cost, but fam,
Let me ask you a question. Do you have $1 million?
What are you doing, bro?
He's gone Europa League.
Do you know what it's
He's
like?
gone to a final. He wants to now elevate the club.
It's like
Do you have $1 million?
It's like new money. Potter went Chelsea. Now he's wearing suits and double-breasted jacket. Go back to tracksuits, my
Skin
guy.
fade.
Go back to what you was doing, bro. You wasn't doing that Ostersons, bro. You're not here for that.
Turtlenecks.
Just hold your little mid-table.
He was wearing turtlenecks. He was wearing turtlenecks like you were.
You know,
And now what?
I wear turtlenecks.
Oh yeah, no, I know. He's
turtleneck mafia.
turtleneck.
Turtleneck mafia.
He's
Turtleneck mafia.
Do you know
that's
what?
what I'm trying to
It's
say.
not. It's not.
On
I don't
Tuesdays we
think
wear
man's
black.
getting at him for elevating. I think it's the players he tried to get.
It's just a stinky
We
attempt.
can all name an alternative player that would have worked better.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, honestly, they could have gone for Palhinha if they wanted to replace Souček.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that would have been an upgrade on a similar player.
Yeah, exactly.
And that sounds like a Moyes player.
Exactly. But
You know, Jared still.
I think like after
Can I get the
after
Souček
talking
bounce to
about
my
it,
side, though?
after talking about it,
No, Souček was a baller. So what? Souček's the problem.
No,
not the problem.
He was a problem.
He was a problem.
He wasn't techie.
You're not a baller.
They
You're
used
a
to
problem.
they used to slap him in the box.
Fellaini.
Yeah, bro. Slap him in
And
the
on
box.
that note,
Oh shit.
and on that note,
Yeah, fair.
this is a near post motherfucking podcast.
It's great for you, lot. It's great for you, lot. That man that used to get you put, bro. If
Yeah,
Fellaini
bro.
was, if Ten Hag
the
Ten Hag had Fellaini over Weghorst,
The Fellaini protocol, bro.
Comment, subscribe, and stop listening to this motherfucker.
Nah, wait. Before we go, are you Moyes in or out? Yeah, you're Moyes out.
Moyes has to go, man.
I'm in the business.
If they really want to be, if like seriously, last thing I'll say,
Just sell us
if
rice.
they really want to elevate, he's not the man for the job.
Listen, Pochettino.
Are you Moyes?
He's going back to Spurs, man.
I don't think he will. You know,
I think
Levy's got so much pride.
Think so?
I think West Ham need to fix it up themselves and then worry about the manager. Personally,
Moyes is gone probably in the summer, possibly.
As long as they sell us rice, I don't care what they do.
There you go. You heard it here first.
This was an
Like,
podcast.
Comment, subscribe, share the post, and yeah, man. Moyes out.
I'm sure.
I don't know whether that